And it's just like, oh, like I was kind of like if I'm gonna be a small fish, then I'm gonna be a
Uh,
small fish in the ocean rather than in the pond I was born in. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And it's like, I mean, it worked. Like it works. Like I'm not the first like musical artist to do it. I'll definitely won't be the last. Like sometimes you have to go to a place that will for you be a fresh slate. 'Cause, like I do a show in Buffalo. Let's say there's some guy from like third grade that fucking hates my guts for some reason. And he hears I'm doing a show. He might be like, "Yo, fuck that guy. Y'all shouldn't go to a show or some shit."
yeah,
Out here, nobody knows who I am, so they'll just be like, "Oh, there's some guy named Grayspace on the bill, whatever," and then they'll see me perform, and then they'll be like, "Oh, wow, you're great," and I'll just be
yeah,
like, yeah. It's kind of like you really get to see, if people fuck with you because also like when you like stay at home and do music, like a lot of your friends come through, and it's like
yeah,
friends fuck with your music or at least are gonna like show love and show support, but it's like dude, like you don't know me. You do
yeah.
like, yo, like, what's good with you? Let's do this, let's do that. You know what I mean? Like, I've been like, like if like this is like I feel like I earned it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And
No, I definitely hear that, man. It and it's weird. It's crazy that you say that because I have that same conversation with people. Where it's like you get so much love out of town, wherever you live at, and all that. If you travel outside of your city limits, you will get love. You sell merch, you do this, and it's crazy like that. Why do you think that is? Like, there are people just like you say, somebody you went to school with that don't even fuck with you will be like try to hate on you in the shadows. Talk about, oh, don't go to this show, or this guy sucks, or he's still rapping, or this, that, and the third. Why do you
um,
think people like feel that way?
it's a projection of how they feel about themselves.
Yeah,
Like it's like it's crab bucket shit.
yeah.
Oh, I know we're like on YouTube or whatever, so I shouldn't
Oh
swear.
no,
But
you can cuss all you
oh
want. Fuck,
yeah,
damn shit, fuck all that.
but like it's like crab bucket shit for real. Like it's just
Yeah,
like some people like like misery loves company, and then like some people like they might be also doing their thing too. So it's just like like they don't want competition or whatever. And then like there's gatekeeping, which is like something I really like. That's one thing I detest more than anything. It's just like, bro, like if you got opportunities for people, don't make it opportunities just for your people. Make it opportunities for everybody, because you never know who could come up and then like not
yeah,
even they owe you shit, but they'll be like, wow, you gave me a platform, you gave me a place to be. Like I'll rock with you. You know what I'm saying? And like gatekeeping is the complete opposite of networking, and people don't realize that until it's like too late.
yeah. Because that person that you give that opportunity for, it might have been small to you, but for them, they could have been like, damn, they gave me, they lifted my whole world up, did a whole 180, and now when I get on, I could like lift them up, give them a helping hand if they needed such. Yeah, that gatekeeping is crazy. It's you definitely don't be scared. Don't be scared to network. Don't be scared of the whole. Don't hold on to the opportunities. Because you never know who can need it.
Yeah.
Or who can advance and everything like that, man. So who inspired you? I know you're saying your cousin. He taught you everything that was cool. But was he doing music as well too, like rapping and all that?
Um, he was basically because my cousin's only a year older than me, so like when I was 6, he was 7. So it was like
Okay.
you know, uh, but like who inspired me? Um, honestly, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Hey, but Little Wayne, he spawned a whole generation of artists. He inspired a
yeah,
lot of people, especially once he started expanding his. It wasn't just what would you call just typical gangster rap, hip hop. He started getting into the rock, the skateboarding,
Bird.
opening up. He opened it up where people. He brought Drake, and that definitely opened it up a lot of lanes in hip hop where artists were not touching.
Yeah, yeah. Me and my like, I remember being in middle school. and like I used to. There's this kid. His name was like Charles, and me and him would listen to like it's this one like early Wayne and Drake song called like Ransom.
Oh, that's my shit right there. Yeah, that ransom. That's that. No, is that the? We like I'm going in. No, that's not that. But I know what the ransom is. I'm tripping.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I definitely know what you're talking
I
about.
try to get a song, we get on a song when we should be going right. Well, I just flip it to the wrong shit, like that shit, like
Yeah.
that shit, or even like dude, like what's that song? It's like Lil Wayne and Gucci Man, like, and Gucci Man is like, what the fuck is up? It's Gucci Man a G, like I don't know, just like everything from like Carter One on, like Lil Wayne just could not miss, and like
Yeah.
even if it wasn't like a hit, like it was still like real shit, and it's just like you
That was
can't help.
prime Little Wayne though. Those mixtape Lil Wayne, that was prime Little Wayne. That was
Yeah,
that he I don't he is never like even an artist now. Like I'm a big Jay-Z fan, but that Lil Wayne was probably the pinnacle of hip hop in that time. You know what I'm saying? He was killing everything, a body and everything. Just and then on he was his work. He was just on every track. You know, if you
yeah,
had a track that was hot, I'm taking it.
yeah. Like sorry for the wait, and
Yeah,
like fuck no ceilings. Like oh man, like dude.
yeah,
Some like I'll be out like at a party somewhere and I'll hear like Swag Surf come on and in my
yeah,
head like hearing the Little Wayne version because it's just
yeah.
like like the
No,
amount of
Lil Wayne did that to a lot of songs though. You
yeah,
only hear his version in your head.
yeah,
Because I
it was
remember
like
that he did that Beyonce upgrade you, but he did his son to it. Now it's like you hear that upgrade. I'm like, all I hear is Lil Wayne's verse and that shit. You know what I mean?
like I don't know, it's just mind blowing. But yeah,
That's,
like Lil Wayne inspired me, inspired me. Uh, Madlib, and then like it's like a lot of like so like a lot of my homies back home are like producers,
mm-hmm.
like make beats and whatnot, and like a lot of them like inspired me, not
Yeah.
for like bars, but for like beat selection and like really taking the time to like like have a reason for the music. So
Mm-hmm.
like Chauncey Tales, Brother Bless, uh, All Seeing Eye, Don't Hear. Fuck, I'm missing hella people, but like yeah, like dudes like that, like they inspired me a lot, especially since like uh well I met All Seeing Eye in high school, but like Chauncey, Brother Bless, and Don't, they all knew me like when I was like a kid from like the skate shop, and I was just like you know had my like Dickies on, my trucker hat, and just like skate like
Just out there mobbing.
yeah, and I was just like I was just a little youngin'. And they're all like the older homies that were like super cool.
That's what's up, man.
They'd be like, "Yo, this is something that's cool," and I'd be like, "That's tight." Like,
Yeah.
sure, like for sure, like everything about me is like homegrown. Like, it's not like there's things that are like major that inspire me, but just like a lot of the shit that makes me me is just like my environment and my family and my friends.
That's dope, man. And did they you said your homies that were producers, were they always producer? Do they still produce for you? Do they send you beats now or you got new producers and everything that you came on to Cali?
So I've worked with Donut Slinger. I've worked with All Seeing Eye. I haven't worked with Brother Bless yet because like he just like he doesn't like make music trying to like do stuff with music like that. Well, he is like he really just likes making music. Like
Yeah.
he's just like I would go to his crib and it'd just be him like chilling in his room with all his like machines and shit with fucking Call of Duty on the TV and he's just like pressing buttons and shooting. and pressing buttons and shooting him. I'm just like, yo, like he's doing this for fun. And then uh like Chauncey, like he's like my one of my favorite producers of like all time. So it's like
Okay.
I haven't even like tried to like ask. Like like that for me is like music bucket list shit. Like if I could like like make tracks with him,
Yeah.
like
Be
cuz
over.
yeah, cuz it's just like it's so cool and like funky and like weird and like it pulls from all these different genres of music and it's just like fuck yeah.
Yeah. What are else some of your musical bucket list? What else is on there?
Um music bucket list. Get to a point where I don't have to work a job.
Mm. Man, for real.
Like I make music because I love it, but like I don't waste time in the capitalist fucking bullshit. Um,
Man.
I wanna be able to. I wanna get to a point where I can just be traveling with like a full band.
Mm.
Uh, I wanna be able to tour.
Yeah.
Like I don't. There's no like. I don't really care about like awards like Grammys or anything like that. If I could get one though, like it'd be cool because then I would literally just sit there for like 40 minutes and talk hella shit.
Yeah.
Like,
It'd be like, y'all motherfuckers didn't believe in me. Fuck you.
like, yo, motherfucking kid that fucking tackled me on concrete fucking third grade and bashed my head into the ground because I mossed you. Look at you, you broke bitch.
You
Run
stupid
it back.
mother.
That really did happen. But like,
That's done.
yo, but like, yeah, like I definitely like like I talked to my girlfriend about this, but like sometimes I'm like, yo, I want to make it just so I can have people upset that I'm making it. And
And that's the
that's
that's they and that what gets people mad to work success.
yeah, it's like it's terrible because it's like you shouldn't like want to like you shouldn't want people to be like, yo, fuck you. But it's just like, yo, like sometimes it's like, yo, you can't make everybody happy. And it's like you see the way people move and kind of like push you over to the side, and it's just like, all right, yeah, for sure,
Yeah, yeah.
for sure. You know,
No, you take a little mental note of things like that because you know what those type of things help you. That drives people. You know what I'm saying? Some people get discouraged, but you know, if you're if committed to what your thing is, that would drive you. It'd be like, oh, y'all got doubt in me. Okay, now it's time to show y'all why y'all fucked up. You know, oh, you trying to play me? Oh, I'm gonna tell you why you just played yourself. You know, and you need those type of things. You know, as I say, kids nowadays they need haters. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a matter. You know, I don't want nobody getting bullied and all that, but people need those things. You know, those mental scars, I guess you'll say, to keep you pushing. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah,
need something, you know.
not everyone's meant to like you.
Yeah.
No one lasts forever in your life. Some people last a season. Some people last, for a good long while.
Yeah.
I like so I used to have this science teacher. His name was Mr. Seymour, and there was this one saying that he would always like tell us. Like he would say, "If you don't have haters, you're not doing something right." And so me in eighth
This
grade,
is
I'm
your teacher saying that?
yeah, that was my science.
He, well, what? He was a motivational speaker from Instagram. He said, "You don't got haters, you motherfucker. You ain't doing shit right."
Yeah,
Nah, but
basically,
that is a true statement, though.
he's a wild man. Oh, hold on one second, my cat is trapped.
Oh,
There we go. I locked her in the room by accident. But yeah, uh, yeah, Mr. Seymour was just like, you know, he just wanted everybody to be the best of them they could be, or whatever. So,
yeah, and and I kind of feel you on that. You know that just want to do it just to make people upset because it's like I say it's a. Have you ever seen that person that just like they mad at another person because they're happy? It's like they don't even know why they're mad. They're happy, but they're mad at somebody for just being happy. Like, what the fuck you so why you smiling and stuff like that? It's crazy that it's people out there that just like don't want to see nobody good for no particular reason.
Yeah. And again, that's like a projection of like how they feel about themselves. Not really
Yeah,
about the other people.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
because it's like like how everyone talks about people's potentials.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you actually like look at like the word potential, potential is like it's like I get the exact definition, but it's basically like energy but at rest. So it's like energy that could be being used, but it isn't, you
Yeah.
know? And then it's like uh you have kinetic energy, which is like energy in motion, it's like, it's the force, it's what's moving, it's what's going, it's what's doing. And
Yeah.
like well, everyone like will always like see potential, but like they don't actually like care about kinetic, and like
Mm.
live your life kinetically. And that's she's being bad now. That's like all the extra stuff of like going out and making sure like what you want is like something you can attain. Whereas like potential is like, oh yeah, that guy like he could have been one of the best, but he wasn't really doing nothing. It's just like he had the potential.
Mm.
Also,
Mm.
when you talk about potential, you have to realize that like when sometimes things that are potential is really like what people would see themselves doing in your shoes.
Mm. It's not really like a reality until it's a reality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
it's
get
like
that.
like you ever like have a friend that's like they're doing something that's cool, and it's just like, man, you could be doing this, you could be doing that, well, really, that's just like what you would do if you were in their position.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like the sports announcers. They always say this person has so much potential. This or that. They're like, you don't know what they had. That's just only what you think they should have done, or
Yeah.
what this is the fact of it is. So no, I definitely feel that. When did you start like making music? Like when speaking of potential, when did you have the potential to just go out there and just make music? Or did I use that in the right way?
Um, we're
But when
just
did you make music? What is it? Just we'll brush over that. When did you make music?
we're getting like really deep into it, but so I started making music my the summer after junior year. I was like in this
This is in
little
high school.
yeah of high school
Okay.
little group called Gold Pack. It was me and a couple of homies that I used to go to school with. Some of them still make music now, like one of them Key the Lock, the other one's Wakefield. I don't know if everyone else from that still makes music, but if they do, like, I'm sorry, but not.
They said I
Yeah,
haven't heard it though. If they are making music, they got to put it out.
yeah,
Mhm,
basically. But
mhm.
yeah, we put out a tape called like the sample pack, and like it's not good.
Is it still out?
Like, yo, like, like people like did not like really like it. Like I always will like it because everything that I was like talking about is like stuff I was actually like feeling and stuff I was actually going through at the time. And like like when you're someone who makes music, like even if the song fucking sucks, like you like put time and effort into that. Like it's like really like blood, sweat, and tears that people don't think about. Like like especially with hip hop and how like everything has to be like really what you did. Like when someone gives you like a song that's like not just like, oh, I got money. It's like they're giving you a chunk of like themselves for you to be able to digest and learn more about yourself or the world around you.
Uh,
So like even if a song fucking sucks, someone made that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's
yeah,
like I'll always like it. Not everyone likes it. Whatever.
yeah.
So
It's not
after
called Gold Sample Pack. It's not Mark D Beats.
um it might be. I don't. I haven't listened to it in a while. It's like
Oh no, this came out 7 months ago. Never mind.
oh,
I was trying to look it up right quick.
it should be on like it's on SoundCloud. Like I
It's
probably
on your SoundCloud.
yeah, I probably have some of the songs like reposted, like some of the ones that I was on. Like there's like the one song where it's like just a song of me called like Chaotic Neutral, and it's just like to this day I still know the words. It's like how the fuck do I make it so bad bitches put me in their playlist and their boyfriends can't even say shit. Damn, I'm just too fucking nervous. Half of my time spent on nerd shit. The rest just goes to rehearsing. Hold up, now I'm smoking blunts. How the fuck did I get here? I used to be a good kid. Now I have no fear. We the motherfuckers.
Okay.
Da 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 da. I don't want to go through all of it. Like, go listen to it if you want to. But
I was trying to find it right now. I'm going through your thing, but we gonna keep going, man. I look at a
yeah.
lot of songs through here. These Buffalo niggas. What is the
Uh,
to these Buffalo niggas?
I'll get to that. I'll get to that in a.
Okay, okay, we're gonna get to that.
So then so it goes from there. So Go Pack like kind of like breaks up over like some. It's just some stupid decisions were made. Long story short,
Was it
and like
was it music decisions or was it like personal?
yeah, it was
Like
like
you got
like something that like the whole group didn't agree upon. Like was done, and like we were just like, "Yo, what?" And it kind of made it hard to like keep that mesh or
yeah,
whatever. But like I feel like I feel like pretty much everyone is like going in their own direction and doing their shit and like doing shit. So it's just like it wasn't really.
yeah.
A thing. But
Did
then
you
so
guys all come together from music, or were you guys like lifelong friends or anything like that? Were you guys
no,
all
so I went to school with most of the guys except for one
okay?
guy who was making beats. That guy I knew through his producer name was White Noise. That guy I knew through my homie Baron, who's like a really dope artist. Like he makes like paintings and stuff. He actually like a couple months ago just came back from like Germany. He did like a residency there. I was like, dude, like bro
Damn,
kill, you know?
yeah,
But
man, getting that overseas money.
yeah. And so yeah, I one way or another I just like knew all of them through like high school connections or like just knowing high school. But after that, I end up getting like kicked out of school because I was going to Catholic school, but I was also like going crazy. Like I made my own life shambles basically. So I ended up going to this military high school, and while I was there, I was like still like working on like little songs here and there. And
Yeah.
my friend from the school I left, his producer name is Cake Jody. He's also someone who inspires me. He's like really like chill and like he's like more low key than me about it.
Mm-hmm.
But he starts like yo like here's some beats like yo just rap on these shits, just do your thing or whatever. And I'm like all right bet. And then like I make a couple songs with that, and it's like the songs I made were like I can't remember the first one, but the second one was Pretty Boy Flizzy. And those were like really fun, like just really like just vibes and hype shit.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. And then I went to school and I started going to college. I went to school in Staten Island. I went to CSI. And
Okay.
where like I met like more homies. So I met like my homies uh they used to call themselves the Universe. It was like the homie Mo, Cams, Abe, Dallas. It was a
Okay.
whole bunch of like really cool dudes that I was like hanging out with. And like at first I wasn't hanging out with them. I was hanging out with like some other people, but then like shit happened and I started hanging out with them. And that's where like a couple more songs came from, kind of like that time period. And then like
Yeah.
right about there is kind of where I like fell into a bit of a slump just because like I started skating like a lot. And I mean like a lot. Like I was skating like every fucking day. And then like I deleted
Did you stop music? Or you stopped music completely at that time?
completely, but I wasn't like posting shit. I
Yeah.
deleted my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter, my
Damn.
I deleted everything. Like I
That
deleted
was
my
just because of skating, or was it like Just like you were just like kind of out of it, didn't want to be connected at that time.
Yeah, I didn't like the way social media had me thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, let me like take a break on this, and that break ended up being like 2 years. And so I
Okay,
was like,
damn. So
oh
people
shit.
thought you was missing, and I like where.
Oh, but it wasn't that bad because it was like my homies like, especially like with the skating stuff, because like we have like a crew, our like skate crew is called like Everything's Okay, and
Okay,
so video,
everything's okay. I like that.
yeah, videos are being posted, and that's like songs that I'm making because like I'm still like recording stuff here and there.
Mm-hmm.
It no, okay, I think it was a year that I was off social media, not two, it was a year. It was a long, it was long enough for people to forget social media exists, but
Yeah.
with that it was like, so like we're still making skate videos. If I have like some of our skate videos, like my songs are posted in there, and like that was like before like I was like back, so like you could only hear some of my songs like through like the skate videos and stuff. And like our skate videos in general is just like it's very much so what we were listening to and like our homies that make music too. So like there's very much so this vibe of you can see like what the inspirations of music were time for like by going through the skate videos if
Yeah.
everything's okay. But yeah, so in that time frame I end up having my first show. Uh it was at this spot called Meech. It was a basement show, and actually Chauncey Tales was the person who DJ'd my set, which was fucking sick. You don't know
What?
how hype I was when I walked in and I saw his ass. I was like, yes.
This is at a basement show.
Yeah, it was a basement show. So this spot Meech, uh, it was come on. I'm sorry.
No, you
Uh,
good.
it's like this spot where my homies used to throw parties, like
Yeah.
just house parties or whatever. Because in Buffalo, that's what you do. You go to house parties. Either that or you get a fake ID and you go to Chippewa, and you be 15 hanging out with 21-year-olds. Okay, you over
Oh,
here.
they are turned up, man. They would
Yeah,
but it sounds like like the basement party that was like the really that's where it was at. Besides like the main spot, like clubs and venues and all that, because you guys are really getting it popping out there. You know what I mean?
yeah, dude. Anything like, dude, a basement show in Buffalo, like, it's to die for. Like, low key, and especially now that like people like have money to do things with, and they're not just like teenagers. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, sky's the limits now.
yeah. Like people actually put on nice stuff or like have like a cookout with a show in their backyard or stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
one time I went to a show that I didn't know was a cookout and I like bought Chinese food and like put in my backpack and was like walking up eating rice and I see this dude like cooking a whole shit and I'm like, fuck. Like
Damn.
yeah.
That's
It's
even
like
crazier though. You had Chinese food in a backpack. You just mash it out with the Chinese food in the backpack.
you gotta be come on, please.
Yeah.
When you're hungry, you're hungry, you know?
No, I feel it. I feel it, man. I didn't have food in crazier places.
Yeah. So then like my I do like my first show. And I do a couple more shows and then it's like the first show was really good. The second one was like it wasn't bad, but like there was like it was kind of weird and like I don't know, stuff just like started like feeling weird to me. And like that's kind of why I was like kind of over it with like all this. And like also like at around that same time like people were doing like a series of shows, but it was
Yeah.
kind of the same artist in a different order, like
Yeah.
their week, and it's just like after a while you're just like I don't want to pay $5 to see what I've already seen, like,
Yeah. Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. It's like the lineup is already here. Like I seen these guys like 4 weeks in a row, man. We need something else.
yeah, and it's like it's a poppin' show, like it's not like it's bad, but just like 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 so like funny story. So there was a show that like it was like in a house like on the second floor,
Mm,
right? So like me and my homies like we're like, all right, we already know who's gonna be here and here. We already know like what's it gonna be about and all that stuff. And we see there's a balcony, So like us, our like stupid half drunk high school selves are like, oh, we're just gonna climb this balcony. So we climb up onto the balcony, and like no one sees this. There's a bunch of people outside. No
I
one
was
sees.
say you guys are climbing, like scaling like the wall, like going up like a beam or something.
Yeah, like
Oh wow.
we get in and we saw that like so there was like a bouncer at the front door. Dude writing X's on people's hands to say they paid, right?
Yeah.
So then we take out a Sharpie, write X's on our hands, walk down, walk out, stand outside for 5 minutes, try to walk back in. He doesn't say anything. And so we got him for free.
I mean, it was free-ish. You guys did some work. Yeah, y'all definitely paid, with the exercise, Y'all had
Yeah,
a lot of cardio climbing and everything like that, man. But hey, the things we do to get into functions.
yeah, exactly. Especially like when like you're a bit younger, it's just like you're just able to do more stupid stuff. So you do like the stupidest things you can think of.
Nah, but you need things like that. It's like I feel like some people are like missing some of those like kind of like homey type of stories, or just like being done with your friends and all that. I mean, I could probably bet it helps you in your music of just like stuff I want to write about, stuff for experiences I've been through and things of that nature. Is that where you like more pull from when you're writing music and all that, like uh personal encounters with friends, parties and things like that?
So yeah, I pull from like stuff like that. Sometimes the stuff I write is like things I want to happen, and it's like a manifestation. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like talking like in talking about success or like just like having things like or whatever. And it's just like I would say like a part of my music is just expressive. Like that's if I was to like give myself a genre, even though it's like it's rap and it's like hip hop and it's like this very blatant specific thing, it's also just like expressive, like
Yeah.
that expresses me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a lot of things are very intentional in the way I
Yeah.
do things. It's like I want to include the right people and the people who are in my life at the time and the people who like also kind of represent this kind of thing to me in my life.
Yeah. Is there things that you wouldn't go through like in your music, like some of those artists like really just lay it on the line, like uh well, just a lot of artists just lay it on the line. Like they just their life is in their music. Would you be like one of those artists where just display, or you just gotta have a little something for yourself? I can't just put it all out there.
Um, it really just depends on the day.
Yeah,
Like if you listen to my latest project, Side Variant, like literally like that is like I would say pretty much like that's like not like super duper crazy like on the line, but it's pretty like on the line. Like I talk about like having moved and being in a different place and like feeling confident. It kind of goes into like homesickness and like missing my friends and like kind of the
yeah,
that and being like a transplant into somewhere else. And
yeah,
then I talk about like love and like sex and like shit. And it's just like because like dude like when I perform Sweet Talk, like people like are just like what the fuck, like you know what I mean. And it's like really
yeah,
be able to like give that, but then like right Sweet Talk, it takes like a complete like left turn, and it goes into this song about how I found out my mom was dying.
yeah.
My mom passed
Wow.
about like
So,
years
so
ago.
you put a song out about how your mom was passing?
Yeah, like, and it's not even like how I felt. Like, it's literally like a play by play of how I got from getting a phone call from my sister to leaving the airport crying in the car with my dad.
Uh,
Like the entirety of the song takes place over like 36 hours of like my actual life. And
yeah,
it's like, like when you being able to give people things like that and like you know, like my friend, like I have this friend Martel.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm like saying people's like fucking names. But yeah, Martel, he's like one of my good homies, and like he was when he was going through some stuff while I was like away. My mom was like holding him down and like trying to like help him out as much as she could, because like that's
Yeah.
how it was just a super help. She wanted everyone, like everyone's kids were her kids. You know what I mean? She was one of those types of moms.
Yeah.
So like when he heard that song, like he was he was texting me. He was like, "Yo, like I just started crying," and I'm just like, the fact that I could like make someone who like understands the full extent of like what that song is really about cry is just
Mm.
like I gave them like no, it's like, and it goes back to what I was saying before. Like I gave them of myself for
Yeah.
them to digest and either learn about themselves or learn about the world around them.
Yeah.
And
How did it feel like when you was recording it though? I know that had to be like a roller coaster of emotions, just going through it, ups and downs. Just like,
yeah,
did you cry making it? You know.
I no, like it was it wasn't like directly after she died. Like it was like a little like a good chunk of time had passed.
Okay.
And like so like the beat for that song actually, like I have a friend in Mexico from Aguascalientes, the homie Thai, and he just sent me like a folder, and he was just like, "Yo, just do what you're gonna do with it," and I was like, "All right, bet." And then
Mm-hmm.
that beat, I was just like, "Yeah, I have to put like some hard shit, 'cause, like the beat, it sounds like a song that's gonna be like some hard, like thugged out shit, and it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, it's really sad. Like,
It's like, man, he flipped the whole thing on it though.
yeah, but it's like I don't know, it was tight though.
Uh, man, that's
After
that.
that, after that song, that's where the drinking song it's called Tonight, the one that you're like, we're getting fucked up. That one, like
Yeah.
that song comes like so after that heavy dip, there's kind of like an upswing back of like getting fucked up, getting lit, because like you know you drink your problems away, which is
Yeah.
like the kind of undertone of it in terms of like song arrangement, like the
Mm-hmm.
order of tracks. And then like the last song is like the real tribute to my mom, and just like where I really talk about like myself, and like how like more or less there's a lot of things in life that I've like screwed up, and like missed opportunities, and just like kind of when you like navigate and you get to like a certain point, you look back and you're like, holy shit, like I just went through all that, and like now
Yeah.
um yeah, and it's just like I don't know, it's one of like I don't really make like super happy music. I'm not like, not to say that I can't, but just like I'm just a little fake emo boy on the inside.
Man, there ain't nothing wrong with reaching into your emotions, man. And I feel like that comes with that makes some of the best music. You know, when you can, like you say, when you can reach inside yourself and give yourself to somebody, and like your friend, he had to express himself. He's like, dog, that brought tears to my eyes, man. You know, and that's a big thing, and you don't get that from just the bare minimum. Just reaching on the surface. You got to dig deep for that. And it's dope that you can do that. You can go from, like you said, you don't make happy music, but you don't make, you can make music from, like you said, we're getting turned up, a song for your moms, a song for just whatever you feeling, and that's just a good wider range of skills to have, and and doing your music, doing your art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm trying to be a jack of all trades and a master.
Yeah. Do you make beats too, or do you just rap?
Yeah, I do make beats. The first song on Side Variant is a beat I made. I don't. I don't rap over my stuff a lot because it sounds like video game music half the time, and like
Okay.
I'm still trying to get out of that phase. Actually, like behind me, like over here, like this is like my setup. Like I
Yeah.
got like
I see you
ears.
got the lab behind you.
Yeah, it's a mess. Mine has
No, it's all good though.
all that stuff.
You
No,
ain't alone, man. You see, well, behind me, all my, equipment and everything. You know how that goes, man. When you working, you just at work.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And it's like so so I'll like use samples sometimes now too.
Yeah.
Like cuz actually like like fun fact, like before my mom passed, uh I had started collecting cassette tapes.
Okay.
Started when I was in Buffalo like 2 years before I moved.
Yeah.
Uh, and like the first place I got cassette tapes was Doris Records. Now anyone from Buffalo will tell you like Doris Records is like one of the spots to go to like if you're looking like for cool shit.
So that's
But
like
it's
an
like
Anibas and everything like that. Am I
yeah,
saying that? Yeah.
but it's like it's in the hood, like it's on like Jefferson, like it's like it's like a black spot, like you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
It's
He said you gotta go in there. You better be on your P's and Q's up in there, basically. You know what I'm saying? You better wear the right colors.
nah, not even like that. Like I've never felt weird. Like I
Mm,
wouldn't say a regular or like someone who's like a super in there all the time, but like
yeah.
the few times I would go in there when they still had cassettes, I would just walk in, look, and be like, "Hey," and then like look in like the buckets and see if they have anything cool. Look on the CD wall, see if they have anything cool, and then be like,
Mm,
"All right, well, thanks. Take what I
yeah.
need." And they're not like they're not like scamming people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Yeah.
just good music. What could go wrong? You know?
That's good. That's good. And how big is your music, your cassette collection? Because Eminem, I just found out Eminem he has a super big he's collecting cassettes like crates of them.
So right now, my cassette collection is like a full one wall on a bookshelf. If that
Oh,
like
okay.
not like not like a super obvious number, my cat is going crazy.
Uh,
But I have a lot of like cassettes. Like I have Whitney Houston's first album.
okay.
I
With
have
the Whitney with the ball head, with the
yeah
scoop
with
ball.
bald head. Yeah.
Whitney with the ball head. Why did they know about with ball head Whitney? She was singing.
Well, ooh,
She was
that
singing like a motherfucker, man. I
was
remember my mom
so
used to play
hard.
that joint all the time.
Yeah, that was like so the first cassettes I bought were like so it was Whitney Houston, Whoa Nelly, Timbaland and Magoo, Indecent Exposure or something like that. I can't. Oh
Timberland and Magoo. Oh,
yeah.
it's going. Oh, what was the song in there? It's get no. That was Bubba Sparks getting ugly. Damn, what was their song? They used
Uh,
to have. Oh, I used to have that Timberland and Magoo album too,
oh
man.
no.
Oh, what's it called? Oh no. Oh, you good?
Yeah,
Okay.
my phone and I have like a limit thing, so it makes me get off my phone, and it
Okay.
just oh shit.
Uh, you
But
got a
yeah,
limit on your phone? Like you could set like you got a time limit of how long you can be on your phone?
yeah. So like on your
Is that
phone,
for to keep you not distracted so much, or like?
it's just so like I don't use it a whole bunch before bed, and you
Mm-hmm.
can very easily like when like you see the limit thing come on, you can be like, oh, ignore it till this time. So it doesn't work fully, but like it makes me that
It makes you feel good.
and like it helps me like kind of keep the social media like at a wee
Yeah.
bit, not a whole lot, but
It
like
seems like you. It seems like you got a little love hate thing with social media.
because it's just like it's fake. Like that's the thing. Like a lot of a lot of the world we live in is not actually the world we live in, and it's like if you think about things like we have all these things that represent these other things, but they're not actually those things themselves. So then
Mm.
like it's just like or whether it's Instagram or Twitter or even this crazy cat. Um
Tell Cat, we almost done. We almost done.
here, hold on. get my girl her toys so she'll go play. But like with like social media, it's just like people will like see it and be like, oh, like this person's like doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but it's like you don't know what that person's actually doing. You're seeing what they're showing you. So it's like you kind of have like this scripted version of your life that you're putting out for people to think more highly of you.
Yeah.
And what it really leads to is people having an exorbitant, a big word amount of access to you. So
Yeah.
that like it minimalizes your alone time and your personal time, and it kind of waters down the um the wow factor of the person that you are, because like rather than like you having a cool fit and like someone sees you wearing it, they're like, oh, that's cool. When they see you, it's like, oh, I already saw it on Instagram, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. They feel like they don't got to say anything, right? Because I seen it, like, No, I
Yeah,
definitely feel that it takes out the lackluster in things and all that, because you ever seen somebody like we're having a moment at a show or something like that, and somebody instantly pulls out their camera and you'd be like, "What the hell are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? Like I'm having a drink or I'm about to eat this food or something like that. You pull a camera out on me, So uh, yeah, it definitely I kind of get what you're saying on that. That
yeah,
social media, it does take it definitely is. If the real life, the matrix is coming right there, it social media is that. We're definitely need to be unplugged, and I can say I'm guilty of that too. I got my excuses. Oh, I'm running my career or whatever through it, but sometimes I'll just be on social media and like just have my head down for like 30 minutes.
yeah,
Just looking. So I definitely get you. Maybe I need to start timing myself, get my time out and everything like that. But for this time, y'all need to go like, subscribe, share before y'all take that time out. Like, subscribe, share the channel. Do that before you
yeah,
take your social media time out. Hit that notification button for you guys can stay up to date on all of our shows, all of our hottest content, man. You can rewatch this show and plenty of more other shows and other stuff that we got. We're here with Gray Space right now, and we're about to get into a little what would you do. This might be a little short. What would you do? Because the rest of my videos did not upload for some reason, and my email is tripping, and it's streaming. You know how that goes. If it ain't fucked up, it ain't right. So um right now we're gonna speaking of what would you do, you're going kind of with this right now. You're dealing with cats, and how cats can be crazy and doing their thing and all that. And this is a cat that's going ham on a duck, and let's see how that goes.
I'm not getting into that.
Oh no, man. That cat was
Uh,
really slapping the shit out of that motherfucker.
cause that was that a duck or was that a goose?
Oh shit! Don't get me to
Cause like,
knowing. I don't know. I ain't no Steve Irwin. I thought ducks and goose are the same thing.
nah, geese are terrifying.
Oh,
Geese,
those are the ones with the fat things on their nose.
nah, I think
They come
like
attack you.
it's like it's the ones they're big and they're like black. Oh yeah, so that was a duck. That was a duck because it had
Yeah,
green in it. Like
yeah,
a geese, geese will straight jump you, like for
yeah.
real.
Oh, for real.
They'll take you out and they'll be like
I think
huge.
I know because we got a park out here. I don't know if those are ducks or geese, but they really do, like, they're not scared of you. Like, you can flinch at them and they're like coming like a gang of them coming like press you for all your food.
And they have teeth. They have sharp teeth, so they will bite you. Like geese will fuck you up.
For
But
real?
like
I never knew that.
yeah, geese are
Oh,
like they're territorial. Like they'll like go like You know, like if you see like a group of geese, like if you're just standing around, they won't say nothing. But if you're like approaching them, they'll like start looking at you like, "Yo, who's this?"
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah,
who is you? You know where you at? And like, you
yeah.
better walk across the street, doggy. It's going down. It's wild. Hey, you just taught me something. I thought ducks and geese were the same thing. I thought geese were just plural for ducks.
No,
Oh man,
geese
see,
different.
I need to fucking get out more. You know what I'm saying? Get into some nature. But yeah, shout out to us, man. Great space teaching us on motherfucking in between time. That's a lesson, man. But definitely stay away from them geese. They will bite the fuck out of you. They will pack you out, especially if they with the homies. Well, this next person. Have you ever seen somebody so excited for their food? They just like had to, they got to describe it to you. They got to tell you what they having, you know. And I could tell this man right here was really enjoying his food.
Hot sauce right over the top. And ain't but one thing that goes good with this. And I don't care where you're from or what you got going on. Red beans and rice, you gotta have that motherfucking cornbread. Red beans and rice, hot sauce, smoked sausage, ham hock, and motherfucking cornbread.
Yeah, that's
And motherfucking cornbread.
key, bro. Like
Oh, no.
when I got like a good ass plate, like from at like like the family reunion or like whatever or like holiday, and the food is like smacking, and
Yeah.
I'll back to whatever table I'm at. Like, yo, y'all should get you some food. You see this?
Yeah. You see
Like,
this right here? The motherfucking cornbread is cracking.
nah, I'm my father's son. I'll be eating, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm my father's son. Like my dad, he be eating for real. Like, like
Oh
yo,
man.
I've seen my dad like eat like a full pack of cookies by himself, just watching a movie, not even thinking about it. I'm just like, and
Oh
still,
no. I'm guilty.
all right, bro. And he like he fit, so I'm just like, all right, bro. Like you can do that, all right,
Yeah.
like, bro.
I mean, I'm savage, man. I ate a burrito by while ordering pizza. Like, you know, it's like you know what I'm saying? Like, it's that serious
Yeah,
sometimes. Like, you
yeah,
know, straight fat boy tendencies.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
man. But it go like that though.
yeah.
You gotta eat. You gotta eat, man. And you gotta have that motherfucking cornbread. Make sure y'all get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? Add a hot sauce.
The
My
butter
daughter
you
just made some. My daughter
cornbread.
just made some fire ass cornbread. Shout out to my baby Amora. Shout out to both of my daughters. You know, Bella, Mora, the whole family. Baby G. Um, and shout out to them, man. And shout out to Gray Space for
Oh,
stopping by, man, and showing some love and you know, just chopping it up with us, man. We had a great conversation, man. And definitely look out for that music. The links will be in the description. So y'all go check out my guy's SoundCloud, hit him up on Instagram, leave a message, tell him what you like, tell him what you don't like, but don't be no motherfucking hater, man. You know what I'm saying? If you can only tell him what you didn't like if you bought something. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't buy nothing, shut your ass up. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yo, hit my Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Bandcamp get me paid way more than a stream from anywhere else ever will. Please.
Oh, send me your Bandcamp link.
Yeah, I got you for sure.
Yeah, so I could throw that in there, man. And shout out to my guy, man. Anything you want to say? Any shout outs before we get out of here?
Yo, uh, so going back to shows, shout out Dope Collective. That's like a group in Buffalo that throws really cool shows. They like booked me a whole bunch of times. Uh, shout out the homie Obsidian. They booked me for a show before. Uh, shout out my Omni Squad bros. Shout out my Hypo Jeans. Shout out my I was about to say Omni Squad again. Shout out my EOs, my Everything's Okay, my 30 Belows. Shout out all my boys. Whether just shout out all the homies. Shout out my minority team bros. Man, big love to all the homies in California that I've met so far. Big love to all the homies worldwide. 'Cause, I be knowing people, so I be knowing people.
Oh, my guy's out there, man. He said, I know a guy that knows a guy.
Yeah. Shout out to like my brother and my sisters and my dad and like the rest of my family because like they're a very big part of like what I do, even when they don't think they are.
Definitely, man.
Girlfriend, she's learning how to she's learning how to embroider right now, and I'm just like watching her embroider.
Mm.
It's really interesting.
Oh,
And I'm
with the
like,
machine, all that, or she done it like
oh,
by hand? Ooh.
fine. So like, yeah, shout out her.
Ooh.
Shout out
Them
embroidering.
fingertips gonna be rough. Like you like you gotta do a flick of the wrist. Got a flick of the wrist. But that's
Yeah,
what's up, man. I like them like old techniques of doing things because especially when you really learn that craft, that handcrafted art. So nothing like it.
dude, man, they need to bring home economics back because that literally saves lives.
Definitely, man. Definitely, man. It definitely does, man. But definitely shout out to my boy Gray Space for stopping by. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Shout out to everybody that's going to tune in. And shout out to everybody that's doing something. If you're getting off the couch, shout out to you, man. And everybody's going to tune in, man. And make sure y'all go hit those links, descriptions, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, share with a friend that's going to share with a friend. And just keep it going, man. You already know what it is. Till next time, let's go.